Northern Elders Forum has said that Northerners living in the southwest geopolitical zone of the country would not succumb to threats and harassment by some groups and individuals in the region. NEF, in a statement yesterday by its spokesperson Hakeem Baba Ahmed, claimed that some private individuals and groups in the southwest were being tempted to harass and intimidate other citizens. While describing the activities of such groups as illegal, the forum noted that Northerners would not accept to live and pursue their livelihoods in the southwest only with their approval. The forum, however, advised Northerners to continue to live in peace with their host communities and explore all avenues to improve better intercommunal relations. The forum also hailed the decision of the leadership of the Amalgamated Union of Traders and Cattle Breeders Association Union to suspend its blockade of food supply to the south. The statement read in part, saying the forum welcomes the decision of the federal government to address a major and prolonged grievances of transporters over multiple taxation and extortion on federal highways along the country's eastern corridor all the way from Borno through Adamawa to the state in the southeast and south-south. These illegal checkpoints, numbering more than 100, had been pronounced as illegal, yet they had been tolerated by all authorities. Their effect had been to stifle trade and massively raise the cost of transporting food items and cattle. The forum hopes that these decisions will be enforced comprehensively and immediately. The forum is distributed by the visible involvement of a private citizen identified as supporting threat to security of northern communities in the southwest in the discussions preceding the resolution of the strike and the mention of a number of people who had been instrumental to creating intense hostility around northerners living in the southwest. Indeed, some of the persons mentioned as having been contacted to give assurances to northern leaders, headers and transporters have been fingered by the police as being involved in criminal activities against northerners in the southwest. The forum rejects the idea that the federal government or its agents could encourage the outsourcing of its duty and responsibility to protect citizens to individuals who are neck deep in encouraging violence and corruption of communal coexistence. The forum would rather believe that the involvement of these people was contrived to render its purported intervention valueless. In any case, the involvement of private citizens who represent existential threat to citizens in an exercise designed to give them assurances that they could be safe if abhorrent and unacceptable. These people are always giving threats. Do you blame them? I don't blame them. Or they're always issuing threats. You don't blame them. In all of the things happening in the south, in all of the atrocities committed by their people in the south, the southern governors, the leaders, the politicians, the monarchs, all of them, they always keep mute. Then you now wonder why some people always call them slaves of the Fulanis. What the southerners are experiencing in the hands of the northerners have not experienced 1%, honestly. And the 1% that they do experience from the southerners is what they always instigate. Because when you push people to the wall, definitely a day will come that they will reverse back. But it takes time for them to reverse, to even act in the first place. It takes time. It really takes time. But these are the people who have turned around again to accuse the southerners. Now they are accusing somebody that is a southwest person who is trying to cause confusion. But where all these atrocities going on in their area, who are they going to blame? Their children are being killed every now and then, being kidnapped every now and then. Who are they blaming? No, they are not blaming anybody. They are not blaming anybody, but they are looking for a way to be able to shift all their blames, all the whatever they experience in their zone, to put it on or to blame it on the southerners. Unfortunately, the southern leaders, they always keep mum, and before Because if they talk, the next thing they will arrest them. Honestly, this whole thing just started with this regime. Not it has never really been this bad before now. Neither will we from Southwest be intimidated by your threats of war and food embargo anytime there is a crisis. All we are saying is you cannot import your brand of terrorism into our domain while we look on. We have the right to live in peace under Nigerian constitution. The constitution that says you have the right to live anywhere does not confer on you the right to destroy people's properties, kidnap their people, rape their women and kill them. There are history of repeated violence by people of northern extraction in Sabos across region. Why resort to violence every time? If it is in your nature to engage in violence, you should know it now that people around the coastal region don't like violence because of our lifestyles. Few words are enough for the wise. There should be mutual respect. Besides, one of the things causing problems is open grazing, which is outdated. Your people should embrace modern animal farming methods to make peace again. Well, deal with the cause of the northern, deal with the cause of the problem, not the reaction of the southwest. Exactly. The reaction of the southwest, that is what they always hold on to. But the real problem that their people are causing, they will look the other way. They don't care about it. How do you guys expect anyone to remain quiet when absolute evil is exported to their domain? It's not going to happen. Where do you keep betrayal? Where do you keep betrayal and hypocrisy of typical Yoruba man? Is a question of time. You bite yourself with nobody pushing you. You can't compare yourself with not in terms of anything. You can only be proud of being educated. That is it. That is it helping you. An illiterate will reason better than you. A sat and a sitting governor make a pronouncement forgetting the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. People like you are the problem of the world today. You foolishly have forgotten that days of jihad is over. If you want peace, tell your criminal to repent and live peaceably with others. Project Nigeria is not a must. If your actions break up Nigeria, what benefits will you get? It's not your fault. I blame our coward leaders. That's it. They are always issuing statements, and the southerners are always keeping quiet, not saying anything. Not saying anything. Stay your house now and stop grumbling. Grumbling. The north is still the safest. While you insist on living in the southwest, Fulani should respect themselves, or else there will be crisis. This is poor portion of the country.